Hi everyone, welcome back to the CH Tasting Room. This is Chris Lafleur, and we're going to be tasting some Cabernet Sauvignon from the Mendoza region of Argentina. What? This is lot 871, and I know when you think about Argentina, especially Mendoza, you're probably thinking about Malbec. But there's lots of grapes that actually grow in that region, and we should try them all, because if you like the Malbec, why stop there? So this is our Cabernet Sauvignon. You can see that it is a little bit dark, and this comes from the elevation, as well as other winemaking choices. But when you are at 3,000 feet, which is where this wine's vineyards typically are, then you are closer to the sun, and so the sun has more UV rays that are hitting it, and the grape has to create more anthocyanins, which is to say like purple color in the skin, to prevent it from penetrating and hurting the seed inside the grape. So when we're also talking about elevation, we have to talk about the effect on the climate too. So every 100 meters of elevation you go up, you lose 1 degree Celsius on the average temperature for the region. And again, I'm Canadian, I know, metric system, but we're imperial here. It's a whole thing, but that's the only way that I know how to explain it. And I'm sure you guys can do the math. Quick Google Translate to see how that changes. But it does change this wine significantly. What would otherwise be maybe a really ripe, jammy wine comes out really well balanced with, oh boy, a bounty of black fruit, black currant, blackberry. There's a little bit of pyrazines here, which is to say the green note that you find in Cabernet Sauvignon that kind of leads into like a pepper, green pepper. But I would almost say that this is changing to a bit of red pepper, and I think that makes it a little bit more complex and interesting. It's very well balanced. There's a little bit of wet rock on the nose here, like river stones. And there's a concentration here that probably comes from where this is planted. It's a lot of alluvial soil with really good drainage, and when you have less water, you concentrate the grapes and the juice to make a lot more flavor in a smaller bunch. So very cool. What a tease. Let's taste this together. Oh, that's hard to spit out. That's a good wine. Okay. So on the palate, we're getting a lot of similar notes to the nose. We have blackberry, we have black currant, we have green pepper and red pepper, we have wet river rocks, and I'm gonna add in a little bit of dark chocolate on the palate. So there's a little bit of everything here for people that are interested in some good cab. The tannins here are a little strong, and the acidity is also strong because I think, you know, you go up in elevation, you allow for a little bit of acidity to stay in the wine. So I'm gonna say you're probably gonna wanna lie this one down, which means you're probably gonna need to get a couple bottles of this, because there's nothing more fun when you have a wine that you like than watching it evolve. So get a couple of bottles and lay them down. I'm gonna say give this one 6 months, maybe give it a year. And if you can wait this long, give it 2, because I think it's gonna benefit this wine really well. So where did this fit in your cellar? Well, I think this is a great substitute for Cabernet Sauvignon from another region that we're maybe more familiar with. It's pretty common that we're gonna see cabs from, you know, Napa Valley, from Sonoma, from Australia even, from Columbia Valley, but why not from Mendoza too? This is something that's gonna tickle all your friends with how delightful it is, while still being close enough to the beaten path to not turn people away. It's an excellent wine, it's very versatile. I think you're gonna love it. And with that, I hope that this loving diatribe about how cool this wine is going to encourage you to get a couple of bottles so you can watch how it evolves. And with that, I will see you at the next glass.